The Lord be with you.
And with your spirit.
A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Matthew.
Glory to you, O Lord.
At the sight of the crowds, Jesus' heart was moved with pity for them because they were troubled and abandoned like sheep without a shepherd. Then he said to his disciples, "The harvest is abundant, but the laborers are few. So ask the master of the harvest to send out laborers for his harvest." Then he summoned his 12 disciples and gave them authority over unclean spirits, to drive them out and to cure every disease and every illness. The names of the 12 apostles are these: first, Simon called Peter, and his brother Andrew; James the son of Zebedee, and his brother John; Philip and Bartholomew; Thomas and Matthew the tax collector; James the son of Alphaeus and Thaddeus; Simon from Cana, and Judas Iscariot, who betrayed him. Jesus sent out these 12 after instructing them thus: "Do not go into pagan territory or enter a Samaritan town. Go rather to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. As you go, make this proclamation: the kingdom of heaven is at hand. Cure the sick, raise the dead, cleanse lepers, drive out demons. Without cost you have received, without cost you are to give." Brothers and sisters, the Gospel of the Lord.
Praise to you, Lord Jesus Christ.
Magandang gabi po sa ating lahat. Naranasan niyo na po bang ilibre ng isang kaibigan o isang kamag-anak nang hindi niyo inaasahan? I'm sure you have experienced that. And how does it feel? It feels good, right? Pero paano kung yung manlibre sa'yo hindi mo naman kakilala? Imagine entering your favorite coffee shop, ordering your favorite coffee, meron ka pang pastry na in-order, at nung babayaran mo, sabi nung cashier, "Sir, hindi na po, kasi yung nauna sa'yo, binayaran na yung binibili mo." And ano magiging reaction mo? Of course, kung ako yan, ngingiti ako at magiging maganda yung mood ko. But sometimes I would ask, who am I to be treated like that? How can I repay that person's kindness? Hindi ko nga siya kilala. And so, yun po yung isang magandang pagnilayan natin ngayon. The kindness of God to each one of us and the dynamics of giving and receiving. Few days ago, I was in a nearby mall with a friend and kumakain po kami. Maya-maya, may lumapit na isang babae at bumulong sa akin. Sabi niya, "Father, wag na po kayong magbabayad. Binayaran ko na yung bill ninyo." At hindi ko kilala yung babae. So sabi ko, bakit niyo po binayaran? Sabi niya, "Kasi Father, magmamigrate na kami sa abroad and nakapagsimba ako sa inyo kanina, and sabi niya, it might be good to at least treat you before we leave." At yung, ano pong una kong naisip nung binayaran niya, sabi ko, sana mas marami ako in order. But kidding aside, I was so grateful. Sabi ko sa sarili ko, hindi niya ako kilala. Hindi na kami malamang magkikita ulit. And yet, she showed kindness to me. My dear friends, pag narinig natin yung kwentong yan, sana, malamang sasabihin natin, sana all, Father. Or sana palagi, Father. But let us realize that God has been giving us a lot of gifts and blessings that we just take for granted every day. Yung buhay natin, bigayan ng Diyos. Yung pagtibok ng puso natin, bigay ng Diyos. Yung araw na sumisinag sa atin, bigay ng Diyos. Pamilya, talento, bigay ng Diyos. Yung kalusugan, galing sa Diyos. And so if we would realize that God has been good and generous to us, di ba dapat magpasalamat din po tayo? And how do we show our kindness in the midst of God's grace? Ito po yung pag-usapan natin. Let us remember 3 words. First is receive, second is return, and third is release. First, receive with humility. Hindi lang basta tatanggap ng may kababaang loob. We heard in the gospel reading, Jesus telling us, without cost, you have received. Nakatanggap ka ng walang bayad, libre. And grace always begins as a gift. Tulad po ng nasabi ko kanina, ang daming biyayang binigay ng Diyos sa atin na minsan hindi natin napapansin. And most of the time, we might ask ourselves, who are we to receive those gifts? Tatanungin natin, paano ko po ba kayo mababalikan ulit? But the first attitude would be to receive it with humility. Ang kaaway po ng humility is pride. These are proud people. Proud people or proud persons forget grace and takes all the credit. Yung lagi pong sinasabi, kaya ako yumaman kasi nagsikap naman ako. Kaya ako malusog kasi mapili ako sa pagkain at nag-e-exercise. Kaya ako nakakapagbakasyon because I worked hard. And everything is ascribed to yourself. You are so proud. I worked hard for this, I built this, I deserve this. At ang pinsan po ng pride is forgetfulness. Nagiging makakalimutin tayo. If we are a proud person, madaling makalimutan yung magandang ginawa sa atin. If we are a proud person, madaling makalimutan yung magandang ibinigay sa atin. Because we only and always think na ako ang may kagagawan ng ito. The humble person remembers grace and gives thanks in humility. So my dear friends, this is the first thing that you have to remember. Receive God's blessings and grace in humility. Remember that everything good in your life first arrived as a gift. Hindi niyo po yan in order, hindi niyo yan ni-request sa Diyos, kusang ibinigay sa inyo dahil ang Diyos natin ay mabuti sa lahat. That's the first word, receive with humility. Second is return. Return with gratitude. Ibalik natin ng may pagpapasalamat. Once we recognize the gift and the natural movement is to return it back. Nung pong binayaran yung meal namin, ano po yung ginawa ko? Sinabi ko ba, naku, magkano ba yung utang ko sa inyo? Di ko sinabi yun. Libre na nga, baka pagbayarin pa ako. Ang sinabi ko lang, pwede ko po ba kayong i-pray over at i-bless? And natuwa yung tao. So tumayo ako, pinagdasal ko siya, yung safety at health ng kanyang pamilya. Because I received a gift, I was moved to repay it back. Not necessarily kung paanong or equivalent ng binigay sa akin, pero in another means. Kaya po, nakatanggap ako ng unexpected gift, pagkain, nakatanggap siya ng unexpected blessing. I returned it back to her. Hindi na ako nagpakipot. And same is true with God. God doesn't want us to repay Him because our God is not a God of transaction. Rather, our God is a God of relationship. Hindi niya gustong palitan lang or bayaran natin. He desires to establish a relationship with us. And so, my dear friends, after realizing that everything comes from God, let us always point our life back to God. Kung lahat naman po na ito ay galing sa Diyos, dapat lahat ito ay tumuturo lahat sa Diyos. And how do we do this? We do this through ordinary and everyday faithfulness. If you're a parent, repay God's grace by loving your family patiently. Ganun po ang pagpapasalamat sa Diyos by loving your family. If you're a student, repay your parents' goodness by studying honestly, diligently. Hindi mo naman babayaran yung tuition fee, pero sa pag-aaral mo, ibinabalik mo na yung biyayang binigay sa'yo. If you're a worker, return grace by working with integrity. Hindi ka mangungurakot, magtatrabaho ka ng tapat, maglilingkod ng walang humpay. And that's how we repay it back. And so, my dear brothers and sisters, the enemy of gratitude is entitlement. Nakakilala na ba kayo ng isang taong entitled? If you're an entitled person, gusto mo ikaw yung laging una. Gusto mo ikaw yung nasa top. Gusto mo ikaw yung napapansin. And a person who is entitled would always tell us it's not enough. Gusto mo ikaw center of attraction, ikaw yung bida, ikaw yung main character. But entitled people will never be happy. Because the moment you are not noticed or recognized, the moment you are not given special treatment, the moment you are not famous anymore, you will always feel sad. And kapag malungkot, dadami yung kulubot sa noo, kaya magiging bitter. An entitled person would always end up bitter, parang ampalaya. Pag nakita mo yan, ba't siya ngayon yung umaasenso? Ba't siya ngayon yung masaya sa kanyang relasyon? Ba't siya ngayon yung malusog? And now, you start to see what you do not have because you have not appreciated in the first place what God has given you. Yun po yung pinsa ng entitlement, bitterness. At huwag ho tayo maging ampalaya. Gratitude protects us from bitterness. It stops us from counting what we lack and forces us to notice what has already been given. So that's the second thing. We have to return with gratitude. And lastly is release with generosity. Whatever we have, we share it with others with generosity. Kasi sabi din ho sa ating gospel, without cost you are to give. Ibahagi rin sa iba. God never intended us to be warehouses of blessings. Rather, He called us to be rivers of blessings. Anong pinagkaiba niyan? Warehouses would keep things inside it, but the rivers would keep everything flowing. Yung darating sa'yo, aagos sa iba. At kapag ang isang tubig hindi na umaagos, hindi ba, bumabaho, dumudumi, binabahayan ng mga insekto, eventually namamatay. Same is true with us. If we have received blessings from God, ibahagi natin sa iba. Huwag tayong matakot na mawalan because once God sees that you do not have, because you have shared what you have, sasabihin niya, may bakante na sa buhay niya. Pwede ko na ulit bigyan ng biyaya. But the moment you hoard your blessing, sabihin ni Lord, marami ka pa naman, saka na lang ulit kita bibigyan. So huwag tayong matakot magbigay. And if we keep blessings to ourselves, sometimes it would damage us. Halimbawa, birthday niyo po. Dahil mabait kayong tao, marami nagbigay ng cake. Anong gagawin niyo sa mga cakes? Dapat ibahagi. Pero subukan niyo wag maibahagi. Ubusin niyo ng 1 linggo. Pagkatapos, magpa-check kayo ng blood sugar, diabetic na kayo. Dahil sinolo niyo yung cake niyo. Sa halimbawa sa iyong anniversary or fiesta, may nagbigay ng maraming lechon. Paborito mo yung lechon. Imbis na magbigay ka sa kapitbahay at kamag-anak, sinolo mong kainin. Kinabukasan or a month after, magpa-check po kayo kasi kumikirot na yung batok nyo sa taas ng kolesterol. Or may nagbigay ng mamahalin at masarap na alak. Imbis na inumin kasama yung mga kaibigan, sinolo mong inumin. Kinabukasan, hindi ka makakabangon. Plakda ka at hindi ka makakapasok sa trabaho. My dear brothers and sisters, kapag sinarili natin yung biyaya, minsan hindi rin nakakabuti sa atin. That's why the Lord is telling us, share it, release it with other people. Finally, meron po tayong parishioner dito. One morning, I gave our morning group, yung mga morning mass goers, their love letters. Ano po yung love letters na yan? Solicitation letter. Kasi for your information, malapit na po ang fiesta natin. Kaya nagbibigay po kami ng solicitation letter. And kung gusto niyo pong makatanggap, bibigyan namin kayo. Let us know. So binigyan namin ng solicitation letter. Sabi nung isa, Father, perfect yung timing ng pagbigay mo. Sabi ko, bakit po? Because sinagot ng Diyos yung dasal ko. Sabi ko, ano po yung dasal ninyo? Sabi niya, for many years, hindi niya tinatanggap yung kanyang pension. Sabi ko, ba't hindi niya po tinatanggap? Kasi Father, one time pumila ako, ay pumunta ako doon to process it. Ang haba ng pila. I was discouraged. I was tired. And so I told myself, never again. Pero sabi nung kamag-anak niya, sayang naman yung hinulog mo dati. Bakit hindi mo subukang bumalik ulit? And that person made a deal with God. Sabi niya, Lord, sa susunod na balik ko, kapag maiksi ang pila at natapos kong iproseso, I will share a portion of what I will get to the church. Ibabahagi niya sa simbahan. I got invested. So sabi ko, so tapos, ano pong nangyari? So bumalik daw siya ulit at sabi ko, hulaan ko po, maiksi yung pila. Sabi niya, no, Father, walang pila. And she got her pension. Kinabukasan, nakatanggap po tayo ng donation from that person. See how good God is to us and see how good she is in sharing her blessings. Kaya kung totoo pong alam ng Diyos na tutuparin niya yung kasunduan sa Kanya, ibibigay niya. Minsan naririnig ko yung mga tao, Father, pag nanalo ko sa loto, ibibigay ko yung kalahati. Minsan gusto kong sabihin, hindi nga. Ba't hindi ka pinapapanalo ni Lord? Baka kasi pag nanalo ka, magkaroon ka na ng amnesia, nakalimot na. But these are real experiences. She received a blessing, she shared it to other people, she released it to the church, at makikinabang po ang simbahan natin. So, that's the third thing. Let us release with generosity. So ano pong assignment natin? Pag-uwi natin sa bahay, let's ask ourselves, what are the graces and the blessings that have been given to me? And how am I releasing it to other people? Pag-uwi niyo po sa bahay, buksan niyo yung ref niyo. Baka ang dami na ng pagkain na pwede pa namang kainin ng iba na ayaw niyo nang kainin. Give it to other people who are hungry. O pagpasok niyo sa kwarto, checkin niyo yung inyong shoe rack. Kanina nagbabrowse ka ng mga bagong sapatos. Ang dami mo pang sapatos. Ipamigay mo muna sa iba bago ka bumili ng bago. Or buksan mo yung cabinet mo. Ang daming damit na hindi mo na ginagamit. 2 years mo nang hindi ginagamit. Mga medium pa yon, large ka na ngayon. Ibigay mo na yan sa iba. Maybe, para sa ibang tao na yan. Pag pumayat ka ulit, saka ka na lang bumili ng mas maliit na damit. And so what are we saying here? God has blessed you so much. Let us share it with other people. And at the end of the day, let us remember those 3 things. Let us receive God's graces with humility. Let us return them with gratitude. And let us release them with generosity. Amen.